when you start using AI on personal data, that is new technology, it's likely a large data set, so it would be subject to a data protection impact assessment as a high-risk processing operation. But then on top of that, you need to go another mile for the fundamental rights impact assessment. So you see that the whole range of documentation, risk assessments, and risk mitigations that you need to document, well, first of all, assess and then document and mitigate and all of that, it's becoming bigger and bigger because our data sets become bigger and bigger and more complex. So be aware that if you use AI, and probably if you are working right now in privacy, you are also working on AI because it's the buzzword of the year, then this is also coming at you. So don't underestimate the additional impact and the additional requirements that this will bring.
Right. And keep in mind that there are other laws that may also apply to that data. So I'm going to bounce off the installing CCTV systems at office buildings. Does that count as systematic monitoring? Yes, it does.
Yes.
Because you're basically capturing everybody in there. So yes, it's systematic monitoring. Or if you're pointed to the street, are you pointing to your office door? Or are you capturing the street? Are you capturing the businesses around you? So yes, absolutely. CCTVs remain one of the touchier subjects. I had someone one time ask me, why was I freaking out about cameras being installed in a manufacturing plant? I'm like, it's systematic monitoring. This is a fundamental thing. This person also didn't understand that spam laws were at their heart privacy laws, and why I cared about adhering to spam laws. But let's leverage that one and say, so if you're doing CCTV, are you retaining the data? Are you doing any analysis on the data, like trying to pick up facial expressions to determine, like at TSA, is someone intending on committing a crime? Are they doing facial recognition? Facial recognition have their own laws and their own requirements. So if you're combining different technology, CCTV with AI, with facial recognition technology, with profiling, different things like that, then you need to make sure that you're looking at each one of these risks, not only individually, but what is their impact when combined? Because that can be an exponentially larger risk than each one of them together. So the sum of the whole is worth more than the blah, blah, blah of the parts, something like that. So keep that in mind. Combining or a combination of risks can be much, much greater.
Yeah. And also here, right, mitigation is available because you can consider indeed not storing the data or and only watching it live, or not storing it for a very long time. You can consider signage with good logos and a good explanation on what kind of CCTV is in place and how it is being used and why it is there. And you probably don't want to fit that all into a small sign on the door, so you can just add a QR code with more information. But also there, be clever, be smart, be creative.
Yeah, get
Creativity goes
attention.
a long way in mitigating risks.